Welcome to the deep dive. So, today we're digging into something, well, really personal, right? Work, how it shapes us. But here's the thing. What if those long hours aren't just, tiring? What if they could actually be physically changing your brain? Okay, let's really unpack it. It sounds pretty major.
It really is a profound idea, isn't it? Because we're not just talking feeling tired or like burnout. We're looking at evidence suggesting actual structural changes inside your brain. And that affects how you think, how you feel, how you function day to day.
And the research we've been looking at, it seems to point to a specific threshold, right? Like consistently over 52 hours a week. That consistency seems key. The idea that it could be rewiring things,
Yeah,
that's powerful.
what's fascinating here is this specific study out of South Korea, really groundbreaking stuff. They used MRI scans and pretty advanced ones on healthcare workers to actually see these changes. They basically compared a group, 32 workers putting in 50-plus hours regularly,
Yeah.
against 78 workers who were on more standard schedules.
Okay, so a direct comparison. What did they find?
The difference was, well, it was stark. The overworked group. They showed significant changes in brain regions that are absolutely vital for things like making decisions, memory.
And emotional control. I think I read that too.
Yes, and managing your emotions,
Yeah.
really core functions.
So where exactly were these changes? Any specific areas stand out?
They saw a really notable increase, something like 19%.
19%. Wow.
Yeah, 19% increase in volume in the left middle frontal gyrus. Now, that's a key part of your brain's sort of command center. It's crucial for executive skills.
Like planning, focus, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Planning, problem solving, staying focused. And it wasn't just there. They found similar increases in, I think, 17 other brain regions, including the insula that's important for self-awareness, processing emotions. It's like these areas were swelling.
See, when I first heard increased volume, my first thought was, okay, bigger brain, stronger brain, like exercise, right? But it sounds like that's not quite the right way to think about it.
That's the critical piece, yeah. It sounds positive, increased volume. But experts think it's more like, imagine an electrical circuit that's overloaded. It's trying to cope.
Ah, okay. Like inflammation almost, a stress response?
Kind of, yeah, like a strained muscle swelling up. It's a sign of distress, really, not strength.
Yeah.
This adaptation from the chronic stress, it might give you a short-term boost, maybe hyper-focus for a bit, but it's just not sustainable. Over time, it leads to chronic fatigue,
Yeah.
less emotional resilience, and it can actually lower your brain's overall processing power. It's your brain in survival mode, not thriving mode.
Right, that puts a completely different spin on it. We sometimes wear those long hours like a, badge of honor, but
Yeah.
this makes it sound more like, well, self-sabotage for our brain. And this new research, it doesn't exist in a vacuum, does it? It adds to what we already know about overwork being linked to other serious things like stroke risk, heart problems, mental stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it lines up perfectly. It reinforces those known risks. And it makes it really clear that this isn't just an individual problem. Both people and their employers need to pay attention.
Okay, so let's talk solutions then. What can individuals do? If you're listening and thinking, uh-oh, this sounds like me.
Right. For you personally, it means being conscious about it, actively building in strategies, like taking regular short breaks, really short, but regular, managing stress proactively, setting clear boundaries around work hours, easier said than done, I know, but crucial, and prioritizing the basics, enough sleep, exercise, actual downtime. That's not fluff. It's vital for protecting your cognitive health, your emotional health, too.
Makes sense. Protect the asset, basically.
Yeah.
And what about the other side, the employers? What's their role?
A huge role. Dr. Wan Lee, one of the study's authors, really emphasized this point. Organizations have to support healthier work norms. You can't just leave it to individuals to fix being overworked. Employers need to step up, enforce reasonable workload limits, provide actual mental health support. It needs to be part of the company culture,
Yeah.
a shared responsibility.
Yeah, a shared ecosystem.
That feels right.
So the takeaway here seems pretty clear. This early evidence is, well, it's compelling. Consistent overwork seems to have real, tangible costs for your brain health. It's a serious warning sign.
Indeed. And it means prioritizing rest, finding balance. That's not just like a nice idea or a lifestyle choice. It's actually a core strategy for preserving your mental performance, your emotional stability long term. Your brain's an organ. It needs care just like any other part of your body.
So maybe something to think about. How does knowing this, knowing your brain might be physically reacting to those extra hours, how might that change how you approach your own workday? Or maybe how you talk about work culture where you are? Worth considering.